Hi, lady. Hi, lady. Oh, baby girl. And that's on quarantine, baby. Hi, what is up, gays? It is Gabe, and I am back with another video. So currently, we are quarantined to my house for the next couple weeks at least, while we're waiting on some test results. So that's fun. I thought I might as well film a little bit more now that I can't leave my house. So, you know, I'm pretty much the only one in my family who can still work. So this is a video I've been meaning to do for a while. I feel like I haven't been doing enough just sit down talk videos lately. That's not like a vlog or a haul or like a bundle vid, and I miss it. So today is 10 things to do instead of spending your money on fast fashion. I have 10, I believe, 9 or 10, and hopefully it will just give you some insight on what you can do if you've recently decided to become fast fashion free or are just looking to lessen to your consumption, that there are other options for you, even if you love fashion like I do. First up is learning some new things or trying some DIYs. This could be really anything. It doesn't have to be like making your own clothes from scratch, but if you can, that's like amazing. It could really just be as simple as learning something new. While I have been quarantined, I have been learning how to do sequin embroidery, which is something I've always wanted to know how to do. Basically, it's just like sewing sequins to make something, and it's really fun. These are the two that I have so far. I'm planning on putting them on the back of some jeans or some jean shorts and just sewing them on, and then I have kind of like a cute patch. And I think this is really fun for, I bet if you have like a rip in some of your clothes, this would be an easy way to fix it, or even if there's nothing wrong with it, you could just pick up a plain piece from a thrift store and make it new. It can be really easy to learn anything. I used to do a ton of embroidery, like just regular thread embroidery, but that takes a lot longer, and I've realized it's just not very beneficial for me because I can't do it quick enough to like satisfy when I'm needing something new. So I have been doing sequin embroidery, and it is still slow, but it's faster and you get like bigger results faster, so I found that's been a lot easier for me. And then of course our third is to go thrifting. I love thrifting. You guys know, like, my entire channel is basically about thrifting and fashion. Most of my clothes are thrifted. My entire outfit that I'm wearing right now is thrifted, except for the bandana that's off Depop, and I assume someone else thrifted this. Yeah, you can find amazing pieces thrifting, and the great thing is it's the closest to traditional shopping that you could get, pretty much, other than going to like an ethical store, you know what I mean? And I love it. I go multiple times a week, except I can't for a while, so, you know, the next best thing, I guess, is Depop. You can check Depop. It's my favorite thing. You get that online quick shopping fix without having to worry as much about the environment, because everything is secondhand if you're keeping an eye out for drop shippers, which Depop has banned them. Good news. A lot of you guys messaged me about that when it happened, but you still can see them pop up everywhere, so make sure to report them, and hopefully they'll get taken down and you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, pretty much everything on Depop otherwise is handmade or secondhand, so you can find some great stuff on there. If you're not really sure if it technically counts as fast fashion, good questions to ask are, where did you get this? Is it from a thrift store? Is it secondhand? Or did you make this? And if they aren't straightforward with you, then, you know, it's probably not a good sign. And then I also want to recommend some things that don't involve buying something or even making something. You should be able to go through your closet and make outfits with things you already own and just be creative that way. The most sustainable thing that you can have is something that you already own. Like, it sounds obvious. It's just a really good practice to be able to have pieces that you can swap around and wear a bunch of different ways and wear with different cuts and colors and stuff. And this is something that I struggle with because I love prints and patterns. I love bold colors and just any statement piece. And so it's hard when your entire closet is statement pieces to make a bunch of different outfits out of that because a lot of it clashes. One thing you can do if you really feel the need to get a new piece of clothing from the traditional market is to save up for something from an ethical brand, some place like Big Bud Press where it is a little more expensive, but you know your money is going towards a good cause and workers being paid fairly. So those things are usually more expensive, so you could figure out, like, I'm gonna save this much money this week, and at the end of the month I can finally get that awesome item. And you can save money by thrifting the rest of your clothes, mending what you already have, and not buying as much and saving up for bigger items. The thing that I've struggled with is when I was younger, like 8th through 10th grade, when me and my friends would plan something, we'd end up going to the mall. We would go to the mall, shop, get some coffees. It's just a normal thing that teenagers and adults do when they want to hang out. But I obviously can't buy anything from the mall anymore, and I recently had this problem. I went to the Mall of America, of all places, with my nieces because I really wanted to spend some time with them, and it was hard. There wasn't really anything specifically that I wanted. The only place I could really actually buy clothing from was Ragstock, which is, I believe, a Minnesota company. And they have a vintage section, so it's kind of like a thrift store but more expensive. And the one thing I took from it is that you can always window shop. It's a good idea to keep up on fast fashion brands once in a while just to see what the new trends are, and you can always recreate it in your own vintage way. I hope I'm making sense. It's been a long couple days. I think it's totally fine to go to the mall and look at the mannequins and see what's trending for 2020 and try to recreate it using sustainable, ethical brands and thrifted items. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and you can kind of feel like you're not as out of the loop as you can feel sometimes when you're cutting out fast fashion. Another one that is kind of like window shopping is to check out Pinterest and other sites like that, and you can look for new trends and keep like tabs on new styles and cuts and stuff that you're interested in, and maybe keep an eye out for it while you're thrifting. You'll be surprised what you'll find now that you're actually like looking for it instead of just blindly going through the racks, you know what I mean? And the last thing that you can do, especially now that spring is here, is to do a closet clean out and get rid of some of the stuff that you don't wear anymore. If you haven't worn it in like a month or so and you really don't see yourself wearing it in the future, donate it or sell it on Depop, and then that gives you more space to find new items that fit your fast fashion free agenda. Yeah, those are pretty much all of the tips I have. I have not filmed in a while, so I hope I'm speaking correctly and you guys understood this, and I hope you guys understood this. I was struggling the whole time to get my words out. I am going crazy, just not leaving the house, but hopefully I can get better and continue filming so I can have sort of a backlog for when I get back to school, if I get back to school, if I graduate, if anything happens in the future at all, you know, we're on it. We got this. We're all in this together. I'm going crazy. Okay, bye.